I was just in the kitchen earlier doing some dishes. And when I finished, the TV had been running. I didn't know what was going on in the living room over there. I turned around and I looked, and there was some scientist down there, and he's talking. Somehow you can always tell the look of a fucking scientist. It's like there's a light behind their eyes. You don't see anything in here, do you? And if I heard it right, because I just turned around, I swear, and I don't know how long ago this was videoed, this was recorded. I had no idea how long ago it was recorded. But I was sure he was just saying, 10 years ago, I hoped I'd live long enough to see an actual picture of a black hole, like a real black hole. Like, I always thought they had pictures of them already. But I don't know. I just came in the middle of it. But maybe the pictures we've seen of black holes have all been computer generated. We haven't actually gotten a visual of one yet with anything that we've sent up. And it may have just happened. It may have happened 10 years ago and he was talking 20 years ago. I don't know. But he said, and there it is. And I'm sitting there watching this thing with this scientist, I'm looking at it. And you gotta admit, it sparks your interest. What's this fucking thing look like? In the times of idiocracy, we will be at a point where a picture of a black hole is just going to be seen inside of some movie theater off the street just to keep people fucking distracted. But now, there's this guy, he's excited about it. And we are too. So I look at it. It's black and white. I look at Victoria. I said, look, Victoria. I called her. I said, come look. And she's like, I said, it's a black hole. I said, that is the dream that I had. Not the black hole itself, but there was this arc that came up all the way around it, just on the interior, separated from the outer lights. There's not supposed to be able to be any light inside a black hole. Sucks it right down, but you can see the light at the edges that are getting sucked in, but this thing is there, this arc. And I said, I'm sure it's black. She's like, what? I don't know what she said. I am stuck in here now. But I'm sure that here we are doing the best we can with old technology, sending black and white photos. It's taken us this long to find one. We got shit all over the place and it hasn't died yet. I don't know how that happened. Must be the golden arc. But I gotta believe that this thing that's coming around, as I said, it's gotta be golden. Not just golden. I'm sure there are other colors flashing through it, but gold is and that's from the dream interpretation book that I got, and the thing that I was talking about in the Halloween Reality Part 2, where I talked about dreams on the whole Donna betrayal thing. I talked about dreams that I had and scary incidences. There's a missing tape yet. There's another 2 hours to go. But the dream, the golden ark, I'm sure that in reality, this thing is standing there at the mouth and say, oh. I think about vocational callings when I remember this dream. I don't remember offhand. Generally, if something comes up, I think about it. How here I've got this golden ark that's there at the gates of the black hole, the abyss, the thing that nobody ever knows about. Nobody can come back and talk about what's on the other side. And then you think about other priests that had their vocational calling, and it's some guy in the subway on the floor. And it made me think of the movie The Exorcist, you know, where Father, whatever the hell his name is, he was a Jesuit priest, come in and he's sitting there and he's on the subway and there's a guy sitting on the floor and he's like, hey, Father, how about a quarter for a former altar boy? And then he does some kind of demmy thing, calls him, does a quote that his mother had, and it was in the movie a memory he has of how she lost her mind finally, and he had to put her in a home, and she's screaming from her cell, why you do this to me, Demi? Why you do this to me? This was before she was sucking cocks and how she was still alive, screaming, why you do this to me, Demi? And so he's got this, he's got a fucking dilemma. He's got a problem. Either he doesn't want to take care of her, or he doesn't have the means to. Either way, he knows it's going to make him look bad. So that's another kind of calling. Next thing he's sitting there and guy fucking quarter full of former altar boy fodder. Or you get the golden ark. A picture of which we only have in black and white right now, but if you want to really look at it, you can say, well, being that it's in black and white, we could say it's a silver ark, and it's St. Louis, Missouri, calling you home. Seeing St. Louis, screwy. But you got this thing. And it's standing there at the entrance to this damn black hole. Imagine how big this thing is. If it's seen in a picture covering how big is the black hole? And I think, oh my God, not only having read that dream interpretation book by a fluke and said this just is too weird, not only did I get to find out that the God was coming for me to calling me home, and I'm saying I can't, I'm not ready yet. It's like there you see a picture of a black hole where there's not supposed to be anything in there, light within the perimeter, the event horizon. I think that's what that is. Yet you've got the God itself standing there. The God itself which came to me and tried to get me to come home. The God itself standing there because he doesn't trust Peter. Everybody knows Peter can't read. Peter's just letting people, he's acting like he knows what he's doing so he doesn't get fired. There's no unemployment in heaven. And so he's, and ever since he's been doing this, the God just came up. He's standing there waiting at front. He's, you know, for me, you gotta, Peter. Ever since I put you in charge of these fucking gates, the whole place has gone to hell. And that's what it is, baby. A Trinity, it can be four now, which causes problems because, well, no, I will be the thing that solves it all. Because Jesus and I get along just fine. And the Holy Ghost, he knows how much I respect him. I can bring Jesus, me, and the Ghost together and we can fucking kill God!